Yeah, there goes the intro, and yeah, sorry, this is pre-recorded. Anyway, welcome to the video, guys. This is Red Guardian, rank 5 and gameplay. Now, I did test him out. In my opinion, he's not the best. He's not the best man, but I have him up there just for certain scenarios that maybe I would be stuck with another champion. For example, on some sort of buffet node, and like Quake can work for buffet or just be a pain. Same with Ghost, and I mainly use them. So I don't know, maybe I can stick in a little bit of Red Guardian every now and then. And yeah, right there, I just kind of run out of ISO, so we're just gonna be using tier 5s from another class. I think it was just mainly tech because yeah, I don't really have any tech champs to rank up. But yeah. We've rank 5 red Guardian. I was almost gonna say Red Goblin. But yeah, we've rank 5 Red Guardian, and I'm not too sure about him, man, because like obviously he has a really high PI, which I do enjoy. I really do like a champion. Chelsea are winning the FA Cup. I know. But yeah, I don't think he's the best character in the game. I don't think he's close. To be fair, I don't think he's close. I know some people really like him. For me, he's fun and all, but in a real circumstance, it's really hard to get his damage going. Like you'll see in a few scenarios here, you know, like 7 path, where we simply can't keep the what's it called? His little debuff. I don't know what the name is. His little debuff. We just can't keep the debuff on him. On the opponent. And yeah, we lose our damage output pretty quickly, man. So kind of annoyed that it doesn't last for longer. It's kind of like Stealth Spidey, how like normally it's hard to keep on the slow at first, and then like you'll use an SP 2 and it'll be super slow like to run down. And we need something like that with Red Guardian here, because this is yeah, I don't see myself like keeping up. I think it begins with F. I don't know why. I think it begins with F. Pretty sure it begins with F. Yeah. Anyway, as you guys can see here, he is really high up there. Really high up there when it comes to overall rating. And I literally awakened this guy, took him up to Sig 80 in my last video. Now I'm taking him up to I think somewhere close to 180, or like 170 something. 7. Okay. So almost Sig 180. I figured I might as well use all the 6 stones on him because I think he needs the stones more than any other champion that I have as a 5-star version that isn't actually maxed out already. And I'm getting these 5-star generics pretty like frequently, so I have no problem with doing this. I don't need to sig anyone up anytime soon. I'm fine to chuck him into Red Guardian. But yeah, literally second in overall, even higher than Phoenix, which I also recently ranked up. But yeah, this is now the X7 path that we did. Yeah, we went this way. Is this the right? Yeah, we're good. Sorry, I thought, because I made like 2 videos. One of them, I kind of messed up. I'm not gonna lie, kind of messed up, and I had to do another video. So I thought, that might be in the one, but no, I'm pretty sure this is, the better one. Better is more of a thingy word, but yeah. Right now we're just trying to build up our like shield charges or whatnot. We're trying to wait out the falter, so it makes life a bit easier for us. And also, this is a perfect example of how good Red Guardian's abilities are. Because normally, when Moore used that SP1, he would like nullify dexterity buff and give us some fat degen. But Red Guardian doesn't have any buffs, so yeah, it's perfect. ran out that SP2. It did a lot of damage, but like it won't stay on the opponent for very long. It only lasts for like, well, I don't even know how long it lasts for, but it's super hard to maintain, man. I don't see myself keeping them and like stacking them on every single matchup. It's unlikely because you have to play super aggressive. It's like Carnage, but like on another level. Because like Carnage is fun. You have nothing to lose really with Carnage. You just hit into them, and then hit into them again, and then hit into them again, and then the only thing you have to lose, I mean, it's just a few bleeds. But with this guy, the only way to get to really good damage output is to keep that debuff on them, which is every SP2. It's not every day you get an SP2. You have to like do so many hits just to build back up. That's what I really don't like about him. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this fight is over at this point. And yeah, that was a fat crit, 38k. I like his numbers are cool and everything. I just think he's not unpredictable. What's the word? Impractical. Because you're not really gonna use him in Act 7. Like I'm just using him now in Act 7 just to prove that he can't be used in Act 7, essentially. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm using him in Act 7 to prove he can't really be used in Act 7. Obviously, he did solo the entire path. It took a few health potions, but that wasn't really Red Guardian's fault. That was just me messing up a few times. But to be fair, I am running suicides, or ouch ouch masteries. I shouldn't have said suicides. I said it again. All my days. But yeah, he's not good with the ouch ouch masteries. Because yeah, it's good if you keep using the SP2s, and every time you use it, that'll be 5% damage. It's not a very nice thing to do. No way, I think we'll actually be able to stack them for once. When I was like, okay, use your SP1, and now at this point I pretty much just accepted we're not gonna do it. So I just go for a random heavy, and yeah, we don't manage to refresh it. But yeah, like I said, he's very impractical. I don't see myself actually using him in like Act 6 or Act 7. For example, well, Act 6 is done at this point, but for example, Act 7.2, let's say there's some buffet node, I'm more likely to use like someone other than Ghost or Quake, which I pretty much use them for everything at this point. I'm more likely to use someone like, I don't know, Havoc and try not to Dex than use Red Guardian, for example, because this guy, like, he's good and all, but look, we're already 66 hits in, just over 50% damage we just did, and we got lucky because we stacked the debuff. We don't always stack the debuff. Very unlikely that we do that. And at this point, like, for example, all it takes is them just delay the SP1, and there goes all your damage, just like that. And yeah, I just don't like that sort of aspect. Because, like, if you know me in real life, or even know me well enough in my streams, I don't like being on like a time limit. This is why like I'm trash at exams. I don't like having a time limit. If I have like homework and I have all day to do it, I like having that option to like, oh yeah, when should I do it? I have all the time in the world to do it. I can spend longer if I have to. But when I'm on like a time limit, which is pretty much Red Guardian, you're just on a time limit. You have to like constantly use the heavies, otherwise, yeah, you're not gonna get that damage. And I really do hate time limits, man. They just suck. I hate time limits so much. And this guy has time limit written all over him. Someone like Carl Obsidian, yeah, he kind of has like a time limit with his what's it called? I got really lucky there, by the way. He has a time limit on his persistent charges at the start of the fight, but that's not all of his damage. Whereas with Red Guardian here, this damage over time debuff, well, not damage over time, but you know what I mean. It's literally his entire. I don't know how that didn't connect. By the way, I remember like being there. I was like, what? How? But yeah, hate time limits, and this guy's time limit written all over him, which I do not like. I can understand why some people like him. He has some decent damage. He's got the utility. And even before I got this guy, I was saying I don't think he's that great because, Like, obviously, people like KT1, for example, he's got, like, almost every champion in the game as at least a 5-star or 6-star. At least a 5-star, right? Like, guaranteed, every single champion. And obviously, they're probably going to be super high sig as well. And I know for sure he has Red Guardian, but I tuned into one of his streams. He was doing an Act 7 path, and he was going down the buffet lane. And buffet, I'm not sure if it was this buffet lane or a different one, but he was going down some sort of buffet lane. And right now I'm just thinking, maybe Red Guardian would be good for this. He didn't even bother. I'm pretty sure he brought Ghost and Quake into his team, so I can't remember whether he used Ghost or Quake. My memory really isn't good. But neither champion is ideal, because with Quake, you have to Dex, and then you just have to Dex to get rid of it, to get rid of the buffet, and then Dex again to like get another buff, and just pause for a second. Do you see this? I literally got 2 poisons in the space of 2 seconds, plus the poison from Ouchie Ouchie Masteries, and then a heal block just to top it all off. I'm stuck with 6% health now. I was not very happy at this point. I was like, oh my days, you're actually going to ruin the entire thing. And right now I'm just panicking. I'm like, no, I cannot lose. Please don't give me another poison. And we luckily get I think they're weaknesses, fatigue, something like that. And yeah, willpower just kind of saved us a bit. And right now we just go for an SP2. So I think, okay, let's just get this fight over and done with. We're going to take some recoil damage, but it's fine. So yeah, we just accept the recoil damage, so I'm just trying to get out of this fight. And by the way, that was a super chunky SP2 right there. And this heal block, man, it doesn't take any prisoners at this point, does it? And I'm just, okay, we need some sort of debuff on us before we die. And yeah, we luckily get it. But yeah, this just had luck written all over it. Got another debuff. And yeah, we're healing for a bit more. Our intercepts are really helping at this point as well. But as I was saying before, we got poisoned like 10 times. And heal block, by the way. I was tuning into KT1 stream, and normally Buffet, it has Red Guardian's name written all over it. You know, no buffs, you don't even have to worry. So I'm just like, okay, surely he's going to use Red Guardian, right? I've never seen this guy being used literally anywhere. Not in Alliance War, not Alliance Quest, not even in Act 7 or Act 6. So I'm like, okay, surely he use him, right? If this guy's any use whatsoever, surely he'd use him. He didn't use him. I don't even ask. I was just watching him play Ghost or Quake against Buffet, and it was a pain for him, and it was a pain for me too, because I used the exact same team. Because I never even had Red Guardian to test him out. And it's simply because his damage, it not only isn't there, but to get the damage, you're under a time limit, and I certainly don't like that prospect. I'm not sure KT1 does either, and that goes along for a few other people as well. I'm sure some people like well, not being on a time limit, but they don't mind it, right? They're just like, okay, you know what, it's worth it. Not for me, man. Not for me. And even though this is like a rank up in gameplay, it's mainly just me complaining a bit. Just me complaining a bit. But yeah, his damage is very, very nice when it comes to when you get this little debuff on him. I think this is the fight where I think we managed to stack 3 of those debuffs on him. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I think we do. I just had to check if we refreshed it there, because, you know, just why not? And yeah, this is SP2 number 2 right there. We're keeping those debuffs on him, and he does have really good damage when he does have those debuffs on. But like I said before, that was pretty much a 10k medium in general. So like 4k normal and then 6k additional, like red numbers. And yeah, right now his damage is really good. Really good. I was 25k heavy. Bow. There we go. That first hit on the SP2 alone did so much. And yeah, he went down. That was super good. But yeah, as I was saying before, I just don't think he's that practical. Like, I'm never really going to use him in Act 7, in future Act 7s. Not future Act 7, just the next chapter of Act 7. But it's always nice to have in case I want to try him. but I think it's very unlikely. Even if I'm not running out Ouchie Masteries, which I typically am when I'm doing content like that, because I normally do Ghost and Quake, I don't think I'm going to use him. I really don't. But he is a fun champion. But like I said before, I just don't like the idea of being under a time limit in literally every circumstance. Like even outside the game, I just hate being under a time limit. Hate them. I'm not sure if you guys know this game. Right now, I'm just trying to like light intercept him. It's not working. The distance just isn't there. So I'm like, okay, let's just medium intercept him because the lights ain't working. But yeah, if you guys know the game Rayman, I used to play that with my little sister all the time, and we used to like breeze through the non-timed levels. Then when it came to the time levels, we just genuinely hated it because you're put under like some time limit and you get like all 3 stars or whatever you want to call them. If you get a certain amount of like if you get a decent time, for example, 40 seconds would be 3 stars, 50 seconds would be 2 stars, and then yeah, it goes like that. And yeah, we absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated it. I'm not sure if this goes for everyone, whether you just hate time limits. But me personally, I despise them. I just don't like time limits at all. But can we just take a second to appreciate how much this guy is like the Stranger Things dude? I forgot his name. Hopper, yeah, Hopper. Sorry, I haven't watched Stranger Things in a while because yeah, this came out ages ago. But he does look a lot like Jim Hopper, man. A lot like him. He looks like him. What the hell? Yeah, we just got smoked there. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's retaliate into an SP2. I was like, yeah, how'd you like that, do me boy? He was like, no. Also, this is another, okay, I won't say good matchup, but it's a favorable matchup because a good matchup would be us actually critting, which we're not doing. Because with Red Guardian, you really get the damage through like crits and obviously that one debuff. But yeah, it's a nice matchup because normally you'll trigger dexterity when you dex the SP1, then you'll go back into him while he has this little aura up. Then you'll get a shock on you, and then yeah, that's never nice. But with him, you don't have to worry because you're never going to get a dexterity buff. So it is very good that you can do that. But again, if his damage is simply just through normal attacks, not through like bleeds, like poisons, incinerates, damage over time anyway, then you really not going to do too much damage against Doom. Also, why I don't like to use him against Doom. Literally, I probably would like Archangel more. My Archangel isn't even fully leveled up at rank 5 yet. And this Red Guardian literally has a class advantage. And he's unable to trigger buffs, which Archangel's not. And I still rather use Archangel. But, yeah, I guess he's decent. You know, he's not like a Miles Morales. Not that he's terrible, but he's terrible. He's no Miles Morales or OG Spider-Man. He's just not what people make him out to be. He has some utilities, sure. His damage, it can happen. But just when it comes to using him, I'm never going to use him. If you know what I'm saying. I think this is the final fight before the boss, and the boss just doesn't work for him. Simply because if you crit, it's like the node where if you do like some massive crit, and they're going to double your crit damage. If you get like some massive crit, you're going to get an incinerate, you're going to die within 1 second. So I don't even bother because I know this guy's SP2 does hit very hard, and without his SP2, I'm literally going to finish that fight in roughly 500 hits, which I'm not trying to do. So yeah, this gameplay video is not over, but this is literally the last fight. So just to conclude, he's fun. You see that crit right there? That was like 50 plus K. Amazing. Well, I won't say amazing, but it was decent. And right there, we failed to get it up. And I don't know what's wrong with me about this guy's SP1. I need to like parry the first hit of that little feather. I think it's a feather. It's like a metal feather. I need to parry that first bit of feather, then dex the second, and then I can dex the last. If I try and dex the first 2 feathers, it just doesn't work. And I should be able to. I just can't. I used to be able to do it, then I just lost the ability. I don't ask how, I just did. Like right there, I just like decked the first bit and then decked the second. No, I've locked it. I'm kind of waffling now, but you know what I mean, man. And yeah, overall, this guy, he's decent. I'll probably never use him in Act 7, but he's very high in overall rating, which I do like. And right there, I just tried to finish him off, hoping that SP1 would kill him. SP1 couldn't even do it. Also, he has got the slow debuff to have some utilities, but still, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Red Guardian was kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna be like, not okay. I'm not like slacking off Seaton, but you know, Seaton's just like god tier damage beyond the god tier utility. No, he has utility. He has damage. Am I gonna use him? I'm really not, man. But yeah, um, disappointing. Disappointing is all I have to say to Red Guardian. I know some people like him. Me personally, I don't. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay video because I know some of you didn't quite enjoy the level up event, and considering I don't post that often, then yeah, I try and keep you guys entertained. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I understand this has been a bit of a long video, but hope you stayed here for the fun bits. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.